What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Entre Mike back with another video. In this video, we're gonna talk about some ways to get paid as a new trucking company. I hope you guys enjoy. Peace.
Baby girl love my bop and I like me too. No roof on my top and my babe see-through. Hating on the pen, don't stop, they ain't gon' feed you. I've been all on my grind, so why I need you? Baby girl love my bop and I like me too. No roof on my top and my babe see-through.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Entre Mike, and like I said in the intro, basically this video is to show you guys ways and forms of payment to get paid while being over the road, local, regional, really anything when getting into the trucking industry. Because I notice I get a lot of emails, and 3 or 4 of the biggest problems are really how to find loads, how to get paid, and then how to be successful. And then another one, like I said, will probably be how to stay motivated or how to stay positive. So I'm gonna kind of break that break these videos into segments. The first one is how to get paid. So I made a video earlier this year basically explaining the difference between factoring, broker, dispatcher, really everything that you're gonna be having to deal with everyday, shippers, receivers, just so you're not confused by the terminology. So when you get into trucking, basically the best way, in my opinion, to get paid is factoring. It's a very cheap percentage. It's only 2.75. If you use the link down below with RTS, tell me your boy Entre Mike sent you. But let's get into more of what it really is. So there are different ways, before I get into factoring, that you get paid. The first out of the 4 is factoring. The second out of 4 is the EFS. The third out of 4 is quick pay. And then the last one is cash on delivery or check on delivery, however you really look at COD. And I'm gonna explain the differences in all of them and kind of tell you why I believe factoring is the best. And like I said, I factor with RTS, where if you get a fuel card and use me as a referral, you can get factoring for as low as 2.75%. So Mike, what is a 2.75%? So a factoring company basically is a company, it's not a lending company, but it's basically a company that fronts you the money that you earn from a load for a percentage of 2.75% up front. Due to the fact that, so a lot of people will probably wonder why I use factoring. Why can't I just get paid the same day from a broker? That's just not how the trucking industry works. It's still pretty outdated. So everything as far as even bill of ladings and proof of delivery is all on paper. So billing for getting paid from a broker just straight up outright 100% usually takes anywhere from 15 to 30 to 60 and all the way up to 90 days. So in a trucking company, especially as a startup, it'll be very, very hard basically to stay in business, basically, if you're waiting 30 to 60 days for all the payment. Everybody doesn't have 20 to 50 grand stashed away in the bank waiting for the payments to keep coming, because you got to remember, everything else is either net 7 or net 30. So your fuel card, if you go with RTS, is going to come out once every week. If you have a rental rate, I know a lot of guys rent box trucks or are thinking about renting box trucks. Your rental payment is going to come out every week. Your insurance is going to come out once a month. Your truck note, if you have a truck note, is going to come out once a month. So it's a lot of payment. Your load board, if you guys want free 30 days of load board DAT, check the link in the description. But yeah, everything is basically net 30 or net 7. So why wait 30 to 60 days for your payment? So that's what makes a factoring company very, very simple and easy. It makes it easy to use. It's so convenient. Like I said, they get their 2.75% up front. So other programs, so with RTS, right, usually when you start off as a new authority, we know that first 30, 60, 90 days is pretty tough. If you sign up with RTS, you're able to actually run loads with Ryan Transportation. Now, I don't know if that still stands now. I'm pretty sure it does, but they also give you access to the load board. I know with OTR, you're able to run with Nolan. off rip just because you're in the system for OTR Capital. So that's some pretty cool tips that a lot of people probably won't know getting into the game, that a factoring company could be the final decision in you like booking a load with somebody as a new carrier. And I'm pretty sure most people watching this are gonna be brand new carriers at some point. So I just wanted to kind of make this video to clarify. I wanted to go ahead and talk about RTS in the beginning of the video, so I know the video is gonna have a little bit of link to it, so you guys don't have to wait to the end for that. But I'm gonna tell you about the other forms of payment that I really don't like as much as factoring, but they're still in decision. You have EFS check. So a lot of people are gonna wonder what an EFS check is. An EFS check is basically, it's gonna be, let's say if you get a load for $1,500, going hopefully 600 miles, 500 miles, right? $3 a mile. A lot of, let's say if they're a brand new broker, they may not be established enough to work with a factoring company in order to pay them. I'll explain how that goes a little bit later. Since they're not good with a factoring company, they'll offer to basically front you the half of the money with the EFS at the beginning of the load when you pick up the load, and then once you drop off the load, they'll give you the last half of the $1,500. So basically they'll give you $750 once you pick up and you show them a picture of the BOL, and then they'll give you the other $750 once you drop off. Now me in particular, I have taken a couple of EFS loads earlier in the beginning, just simply because of the fact, like I said, certain brokers are, it's not that they're scammers. They may have a great credit score. They could have a 95 credit score, but just have not been in the game long enough to be established enough to work with a factoring company. So I would say if you're gonna go with a company that says that they do EFS checks, just make sure they have a pretty decent credit score. I haven't been scammed out of any of them, but that's just my experience. Then you have quick pay. Quick pay is a little tricky because you gotta watch out for them quick pay people. So if they can't do EFS check and they tell you they can do quick pay, let me explain why most brokers or double brokers use quick pay. So double brokering is basically a broker, usually from a California entity. Sometimes they don't even live in the United States. They'll book a load as a carrier and then post that same. So they'll book a load from Landstar, another double broker. They'll book a load from Landstar for $1,000 and then repost that load from their brokerage, which may be like I said, a double broker, for $800 and making a $200 profit off of double brokering that load. Usually why they use quick pay instead of just working with a factoring through, you know, like a normal person, is because they're waiting for your proof of delivery in order to get paid. So that's why with quick pay, it's usually gonna take anywhere from 3 to 5 business days. Why 3 to 5 business days? Because it's gonna take them 1 to 2 business days to get processed for the payment that you delivered, right? So they're gonna just factor the load once you send the proof of delivery, right? If you guys are catching with what I'm saying. So once they do that in their 1 to 2 business days, they're then gonna probably ACH or wire, however they're gonna get you the money on that 3rd to 5th business day. So like I said, I would probably just watch out for people who use quick pay in general. That's why when you're looking for loads, you need to check their credit score. It's as simple as, usually with RTS as well, they offer check credit. So checking their credit score. So I'll pull up on the app, the RTS Pro app, right? I'm just gonna show you guys as I do it. So I'll show you guys me pulling up the RTS Pro app. Give me 1 second. And then you go to credit. And then you can go, oh Lord. You can go to MC, and then usually you should type in their MC number. And if it's a rating of an A, B, or C, you can run the load with them. I wish I could pull up the load board for you guys, but this video will be a little too long then. And then we have our last form of payment with cash on delivery. I've had 1 cash on delivery load. It was a load I dropped off in Nebraska. It was literally one of my, if not my first, my second load when I went out to Nebraska with 3 partials. And I didn't have any problems with it. It's just, you know, you can't cash the check until you get to a bank. So, you know, it works, it can work, but Me personally, I've never gotten the cash on delivery. I just got the check on delivery. So this isn't me telling you guys if it's a cash on delivery or check on delivery load not to do it. But like I said, I just like stuff hitting my bank account from the factoring company. It's just so simple. Usually I've factored my load anytime before noon, because usually that's when you're dropping off a load, before noon. And it can get processed that same day, and then you get paid. You see it in your bank account the next day. So like I said, if you guys are interested in RTS, where you can get your fuel card for free and a discounted rate at 2.75%, let them know Entre Mike sent you. I appreciate it. It really helps out the channel. And I hope this video was very helpful. Believe it or not, I still get people asking all the time how factoring works. And I may make a completely different video with it. But factoring, to get paid for a load for factoring, it's as simple as literally you take the rate confirmation, which is the rate that you confirm with the broker, and you know, they send you what's on it, and all of that stuff has to match up with your bill of lading. So if on your rate con it said you were gonna go 300 miles for $1,000 and you're hauling cable reels, your BOL needs to show that this cable reel is going from the same locations that's on your rate confirmation. And your BOL is also your proof of delivery once you get the signature from the receivers, my bad. And it's very basic. I wish I could just show you guys me uploading to RTS. It will probably make everything a whole lot smoother, but it's really simple. That's why. But yeah, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's your boy Entre Mike. Peace.